Okay, cut.
Wow, Neil Armstrong. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be on the moon. I just saw it on TV.
Oh, there's a tape delay and with all solar winds.
This is from Mark Cameron.
Whilst in space, have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Yeah.
All
because
the
you
time.
can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
Yeah. It's not
which
a
is
black
cool
void.
thing.
I mean, it's black, but there's all kinds of little polka dots.
There's all the stars there, and the cool thing is about it, you can see it during the day.
And when you're in space and you're looking into deep space and you're on the sun side of the orbit, the sunlight washes out all the starlight, so you can't see any stars, just like here on Earth.
There's all the stars there, and the cool thing is about it, you can see it during the day.
But then when you look out into deep space away from the sun, it's the darkest black you can imagine.
Yeah, you can, and there's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
You see the gas.
In like just hanging there in a vast sea of darkness, and the most frightening darkness that you could ever imagine.
Magellan clouds of the
you
Milky Way
see
galaxy.
the Magellanic clouds.
Magellanic. See, I just wanted the
well,
Magellan
there's a large
clouds.
one
I
and
didn't
a
want to
small one, right?
Yeah.
The sky is a deep black when viewed from the moon, as it is when viewed from cislunar space, the space between the Earth and the moon.
And then you can see the zodiacal lights.
Whoa.
Those are amazing. Right before
The lights
sunrise.
of the zodiac?
The lights of the zodiac. The zodiacal lights, okay?
The Earth is the only visible object other than the sun that can be seen, although there have been some reports of seeing planets. I myself did not see planets from the surface, but I suspect they might be visible.
And we have to realize that in space, without the intervening atmosphere, the heavens are 10 times as bright, stars 10 times as numerous, because there's no atmosphere to block the light.
Black sky, a sky blacker than black, as the old Vidicon expression used to be.
There's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons. You see the gas.
The sky, of course, was black, but it had sort of a velvet sheen to it.
The biggest visual surprise was just how black the sky was. You have a brilliant sun, brighter than any sun you normally would see, even here in New Mexico. You have these extraordinarily high mountains. We were in a valley deeper than the Grand Canyon. But then you have this...
Just the inherent beauty of it, the velvet, bottomless bucket of the universe.
I've often tried to explain the difference between darkness, when you turn out the lights and it's dark in here, or blackness. Blackness is the endlessness of it all. It's hard to comprehend.
When you get up on a clear night in Colorado, up in the mountains where there's no light and you can see all these stars, well, multiply that by 1,000. That's what it's like in space.
And we cannot see stars. Every 2 minutes, the Earth, the Moon, the Sun, and a 360-degree panorama of the heavens appears in the cabin window. And we have to realize that in space, without the intervening atmosphere, and we cannot see stars, the heavens are 10 times as bright, stars 10 times as numerous, because there's no atmosphere to block the light.
Black, when viewed from the moon, as it is when viewed from cislunar space, the space between the Earth and the moon, the space between the Earth and the moon.
Since the moon has no atmosphere, then a daytime picture, if you're there in the daytime of the moon, you see a full night sky of stars, even with the sun in the sky as well.
When you looked up at the sky, could you actually see the stars and the solar corona in spite of the glare?
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon by eye without looking through the optics. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar corona what stars we could see.
I don't remember seeing any.
Years later, though, Michael Collins would remember seeing the elusive stars and wrote about them in Expeditions to the Moon. It seems his memory improved the older he got.
Big fuzzy glow that goes way up high, maybe 30 or 40 degrees above the horizon, perpendicular to the horizon, and it's this fuzzy glow. It's a zodiacal light.
You can start to notice that some of the stars have colors we don't see here on the ground.
The cool thing is about it, you can see it during the day.
And when you're in space and you're looking into deep space and you're on the sun side of the orbit, the sunlight washes out all the starlight, so you can't see any stars, just like here on Earth.
There's all the stars there, and the cool thing is about it, you can see it during the day.
And we cannot see stars.
So Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning, and it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the poles. So it's not actually a sphere, it's oblate, and officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator.
A little chubbier.
A little chubbier, yeah. Chubby's a good word. It's like pear-shaped. Yeah. So, it turns out the pear-shapedness is bigger than the height of Mount Everest above sea level.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
And that is it. What do you think? Let me know down here in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a little like to indicate that you liked it very much. If you are not subscribed to this channel yet, remember that you probably should. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all soon.